So, why did you hide
Why weren't
this?
you honest with me?
It's not something I'm proud of. I had a chance to become the first human Spectre, and I failed. Saren made sure of that.
I
What
think I
happened?
deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
Yeah, why do I got a feeling Saren didn't agree with that?
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned.
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
That was a little extreme.
Sounds like overkill to me.
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated. Mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Typical politicians.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's
Yeah,
report
right.
was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
That's not fair.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
It wasn't your fault,
Don't
mate.
blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
So,
I
so
want to
you
know
look
the truth
suspected.
about you and Saren. I want to know about the mission you were on together.
We
all
had
those-
We tracked the sign.
Yeah.
The only thing I care
You're right,
about.
Commander. It's no
So,
good.
are you okay?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing. But you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Those are the colonies. Alright,
I
we
should
got what
go.
we need.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Alright, we leveled up. So let's check this out. Yeah, get your charm up. And I'll do inspector training. Garrus. Tactical armor, because I do need him to get a better buff. Tali, get some armor. Alright, here we go. It's time to leave. Alright, enter the Normandy.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
This whole long process. Alright, now we know about Anderson's past. We know now that Saren has gone rogue.
In progress.
And now we're going to go and find him. And finally we get to the best part of the game. We can actually now explore the galaxy.
I heard what happened to Captain
Excuse me?
Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
That's true.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
I think it's best I be honest with my crew.
This is Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
Nobody's gonna head us. I'm gonna say Eden Prime was the
This
start.
began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse. But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space. Our enemy knows we're coming. Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down.
And we must not fail.
This is the most important mission any of us have ever been on. The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake. We will stop
There's the
Saren,
crew.
no matter what the cost.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
Yeah, I won't let him
Captain gave
down.
up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Damn
Yes,
right.
sir.
Right. Now that we've got this sorted,
Commander, something you need?
I'm gonna go with this first.
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
Talk about cocky, Joker. But then again, that's Joker's personality. He's always been a cocky sort. I want
I'd like
to talk.
to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
Oh? What disease?
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know?
Busted.
Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolich syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Yeah, I don't think I want to see shin bones.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
Yeah, right.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Oh yeah?
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
Personal
How'd
history?
you end up joining the Alliance?
Look, if you're looking for an inspirational tale of the crippled kid overcoming impossible odds, you're gonna be disappointed. My
Oh?
mother was a civilian contractor working for the Alliance. I basically grew up on the Arcturus station back when they were building up the fleets. Spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the academy.
I
Alright.
have to go.
Alright, see ya.
So, we now know about Joker. Now, this is one of the power things of this game, guys. You have to talk to every crew member to get their backstories and, oh, hey, what's this? Examine. Yep, just a codex thing. Alright, Navigator, Presley. Can we talk to you? No. Oh well. Let's go down and... Oops. No, that's the... Oh, yo, what's this? Yep, it's just examine. I thought it was actually something. But it's adding codex references. Ayo. Now there it is. Open the door. So yeah, we gotta talk to most of our crew, because if we don't talk to the crew, we won't get their bonuses, and their our relationships could be a bit dodgy. So we do have to talk to everyone. So let's talk to you.
Anything you need, Commander?
Let's have a look at personal.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
We'll talk
Alright,
another time.
he's not gonna give me much. He's a bit of a bore, this guy, so we gotta deal with it. Right, who's in here? No one. No one at the moment. Excuse me. But yeah, you have to go around talking to all these crew members, because if we don't talk to the crew members, we won't get, you know, some of the good stuff. Sleeping pods. No one in here. Oh, excuse me, guys. My throat is ridiculously clogged. Shepherd's locker. Nope, don't want that. Here's the good doctor. We'll talk to her in a minute. Anyone here? For a second I thought it was Garrus, but nope, it's not Garrus.
Yes, Commander? Is there
Investigate.
something you need?
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because
Yeah.
of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Yeah, we've talked to you, so won't be anything new until we actually get out into the galaxy. Now, I think we still got the others who are down the level, which I believe is Garrus, Tali, and Rex. And yes, Liara is the last one of the crew I need to find. I'm gonna do her last because I want to get to the other pieces. Or I could go for Tali right off the, not Tali, sorry, Liara right off the bat. I don't know. I'll see how I feel once I, you know, get going. Here we go. Okay, where is everyone? Where is Tali, Rex, and ah, hello. Right,
Hey,
N.G.
Commander,
Anderson.
You know that Quarian, Tali? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
Yep, she's
I
useful.
figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tali, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Right, let's talk about the
Fill me
stealth
in on
system.
The IES stealth systems. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself, with no emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
Yeah, that's not
There's
fun.
no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
That's faster than light to you and me.
Why doesn't it work with faster than light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare.
That's true.
Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Okay, so that's the stealth system. Let's ask a
Where else have
personal
you
question.
served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Alright,
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye.
so that's Adams. So let's talk to Tali.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
Well, true, we're not advanced.
Prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
Are you into ships?
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
That was 300 years ago, wasn't it?
Fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Yes, and for those who don't know, the Quarians go on a pilgrimage where they send their younglings to go around, you know, the galaxy, learning new things to, you know, bring back to the flotilla to make them better. So that's what Tali's on. So let's talk about the pilgrimage.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Do they always get accepted?
Choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
Okay.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey.
Oh?
We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
Alright.
I want to talk about something
Okay,
else.
so that's all I need to know. Thank you,
I should go.
Tali.
See you later.
Right, for those who don't know about the Quarians, as many of you know, are a race of nomads. And what she was saying about her species is that they are very weak. Moons are weak, so basically, if they're exposed to the atmosphere, 'cause that's why they wear these suits, they will become very sick and ill, so they have to be very careful. That's why they're, you know, full of like equipment. Oh, Tali's locker, Rex's locker. Oh, Ashley and Rex. So let's talk to Rex.
Nice ship you got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story.
Oh, there's a story.
Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogan live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth?
Oh, Jesus.
And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far.
Good
Every
grief.
Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist?
Good point.
Ask a Krogan. Would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Right, so we learned a lot about Rex's species. And to be honest, I do feel sorry for Rex's species. I mean, okay, his race were a very powerful race. And the Turians and the Solarians did a horrible thing. But I do want to save his race. But we'll get to that later.
Commander?
Can we
You have
talk?
a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duty squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit?
Yes, sir. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
Don't blame yourself. It just came out of nowhere.
They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
Sir, they have flashlight heads. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Dismissed.
Well, true, but you don't need to blame yourself, Ashley. Alright, the last one is Garrus. Ah, there you are. Let's have a chat.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Oh?
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
That's
Being
true.
a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
That's true, I agree.
CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that.
Oh?
Didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
It's not the end of the world. You'll have tougher decisions soon enough.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
As
Oh,
long
yeah.
as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
Right, so now that we've got Garrus's oh, ew.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you
Oh?
got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Okay.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Alright, show me.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Still some of the same stuff, but we now know we've got our own little vendor. Alright, let's head back and head to the terminal, and I think we will call this the end of the session, guys. But yeah, so now that we've got all the talking out the way with most of the crew, we're now moving on. Now, what I said earlier about Rex, why I said he is going to be one I'm going to be working on the most, is because Rex has a big storyline later on. I do need to, you know, get a decent amount of storyline with him, and also keep him on my good side. Well, on his good side, because let's be honest, I would rather have him at my side than a freaking, you know, half of the shits I'm dealing with. I mean, Garrus, Tali have always been fun to, you know, work with. Right. So we can go to the galactic map. And this is where we're going to be stopping the video, folks. So if you like the videos, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next Mass Effect video. Catch you later.